It's time! I finally got myself organised enough to film a What's in My Wardrobe episode, where I can show you everything that I wear on a daily basis. So my personal style really began taking shape at the start of this year, and when I first started exploring my blue and white obsession, I stumbled upon the style Tenshi Kaiwai from Japan, and it essentially translates to angel community or angel neighborhood, and it features, you guessed it, a blue and white color scheme, with a lot of angelic motifs like wings or halos and fluffy accessories. And then from diving deeper on the Tenshi Kaiwai community and style, I found its core, Mizuiro subcul. Mizuiro literally translates to watercolored and is used to mean light blue in Japan. And that got me thinking, if it literally means watercolored, why don't we start incorporating some aquatic elements, things like ocean life and literal water droplets, as it really suits the style anyway. And honestly, I've seen a lot of us going to aquariums to take aesthetic photos, so let's make it one of our official hobbies and incorporate it into the genre. And then because of those aquatic and ocean life elements, that got me thinking about the revival of this more Western style Frutiger Aero. Sorry if I got that pronunciation wrong. And of course in Frutiger Aero or Frutiger Aqua you see a lot of bubble elements, water elements, as well as little pops of green, lush grass and eco elements. Going back to Mizuiro subcul, subcul comes from the English word subculture and is used as an umbrella term, the same way that we might use alternative to incorporate goth and punk and all those sorts of other fashions. But that style, and the Tenshi style as well, also takes a lot of inspiration from cyber fashion. In Japan, the subculture is often called Y3K as a futuristic twist on Y2K, but over here we usually just call it cybercore. So I try and blend all of those elements together, a blue and white palette with pops of green, incorporating cyber imagery, aquatic imagery. I also take a little inspiration from menhera, which is another style from Japan that seeks to destigmatize mental health. And as I am literally diagnosed with complex mental health issues, doctor's words, not mine, and as I'm also physically disabled, I like to include small elements that are really my everyday life. Images like pills, syringes. I even still kept the face mask that I was on when I went to hospital for my chest surgery. And that's something I've really enjoyed about my style journey so far, is that I've been able to really make it my own and explore the things that I enjoy and incorporate it all together. And I want to be able to encourage others to explore their own style too. And whilst we're on the concept of exploring style and style rules, I do have a little bone to pick. I have seen the most sour milk take on the internet recently about the Tenshi Kaiwai fashion. Someone was saying that you're not allowed to sexualize yourself whilst wearing Tenshi Kaiwai because you're supposed to look childish. Please. Firstly, childish is not an element of Tenshi Kaiwai. Okay, I've just been watching through the recording and found out that the microphone didn't bloody work throughout the entire thing, so I do apologise in advance for any background noise that you get and if you can't hear me too clearly. But also the second point that I wanted to raise in this conversation seems to have disappeared, so I'm going to say it now. There are definitely ways that you can wear Tenshi Kaiwai in a more mature or heat-safe style. Don't forget, this is also in a place that gets really humid summers, so of course they're not going to be wanting to wear really baggy big clothes all of the time. And if you look at the creator Capsule Bunny, who is very popular in the Tenshi Kaiwai community and has had a hand in designing some of the AC/DC rag Tenshi Kaiwai clothes, if you look at some of her summer looks from this year, you'll see that she's worn some really nice dresses that show off a little bit of shoulder, a little bit of arm, a little bit of leg, or a boob window even. Oh, how risque. It's not the end of the world. It's really fine to wear Tenshi Kaiwai in a more mature, grown-up or elegant style if you want. And if you are searching for a more elegant or hyper-feminine version of this blue and white palette, look into
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, you just can't.
Look into Blue Real Sangata. This is another creator that's really good at that. Okay, back to the main video, bye. As far as I've researched, the Tenshi Kaiwai community and style sort of came about because it is part of the umbrella of Jirai-kei, and it was created for people who wanted to explore Jirai-kei or had those same complex issues and related to the style and didn't like the negative social association in Japan because it's a different culture over there to us in the West, right? We have to consider these things. And simply wanted to wear lighter colours and have a little more positive connotation rather than just wearing black all the time. I guess it's kind of similar to scene kids, right? A similar genre to goth, but they wanted to wear bright colours, so they made it their own. That's fine. And because it stems from Jirai-kei, you have to consider the Jirai-kei community and how that came about. And very quick history lesson, the Tokoyo kids, right? If you're here, you probably know what I'm talking about. A lot of them turn to survival sex work in order to survive. And it's not a positive thing, but speaking as a survival sex worker myself, we cannot deny those roots. That's erasing history. It also kind of starts to erase responsibility for those who have put these people in these positions. I wanted to also add this particular point that if you are a person of colour, disabled, transgender, gay or queer in any way, you cannot be against sex work, because thousands of us, thousands of your community have had to do that themselves. And if you don't know anyone that's a sex worker in your community, it's because they don't feel safe enough around you to confide that information with you. Here we go. So everything is actually organised in certain sections, so I'll quickly show you how I do that and then we'll start trying things on. So starting from the far side, these two hangers have my shorts, I have two for trousers as well, and then we have all of my jackets, and long sleeves, then oversized short sleeves, regular fit short sleeves, crop tops, and yeah, that's it, ends in crop tops. Then at the bottom I have a couple of jumpers that wouldn't fit because they are too big and fluffy, as well as all of my thigh-high socks and leg warmers. Then surrounding this is my sort of backup wardrobe if for some reason I don't want to wear blue and white, which hasn't happened throughout the entire year, so we will see. But I've got other jumpers up here. These two are empty at the moment, which is very rare, but I recently had a clean out. Then we've got underwear and socks, jumpers and shirts, shorts and trousers, and then some sort of gothy clothes right at the bottom. So that's how I keep my wardrobe organised, because I'm very particular about having the right things in the right place and making life as easy as possible for myself. Now let me show you what I've got. I totally forgot, I should start with this outfit that I'm wearing. So both of these things I found in a charity shop, second hand. These are just a pair of Adidas joggers, you can see the logo, and then a PlayStation shirt. It's a little bit too big for me, but that's because I like that sort of baggy, relaxed fit. This is my go-to comfy outfit basically when I'm just hanging out at home, not doing anything in particular, and I just want to be comfy, cozy. Okay, we're going to start with some crop tops and then put more clothes on as the video goes on basically. So this is, you can probably see it's a little bit small for me. Let me explain the story behind this one. Basically, I have a friend and he has had this shirt since he was a child. So yes, it is a child-sized t-shirt, but he was kind of sentimental about it, but not so sentimental that he wanted to keep it. But he knows that I love cinema rolls so much and that it's kind of really my style. So I said, let me alter it, which I have yet to do. I've just tucked to make it a bit shorter, but I do want to re-hem it and make it into a proper crop top like this. But it's just got such a cute cinema roll design, both on the material and then like as a very well preserved graphic as well. So yes, I said I would keep this and do something with it. I think it's really cute anyway. Okay, now this I got years ago from Shein. Boo, boo, Shein, boo. But like I said, I did get it literally years and years ago now, and I've just kept it ever since. Believe it or not, I was gonna do a sexy Rick Sanchez cosplay in this. I was a different person like 5 or 6 years ago, okay? We don't talk about it, we don't talk about it. These next two aren't technically crop tops, but they've got such a lot cut out of them that they basically count as a crop top. So they're both from Collusion. We've got this blue one. I really like these. They're really giving a futuristic vibe in my opinion. Wait till you see the white one. The white one is really cool. Boom. How cool is this? How cool is this? Yeah, and then again, I got these both second hand on Vinted. I love second hand shopping. Charity shops, eBay, Vinted, get me on there right now. And the sleeves are attached, but like only just. Miraculously, I haven't managed to break it. I do wonder if it would be slightly easier to get into. And this is a really nice shirt for when I want to show off my My Chemical Romance tattoo. Peep the My Chemical Romance tattoo. Peep the fact that I'm going to see them next year. Anyway, next shirt. Is this another children's shirt? Maybe. Yes. Yes it is. It's from Uniqlo. The design was too freaking cute. I still need to alter it. I folded up the bottom again. He's skateboarding. He's skateboarding. He's so cute. I just needed it. I needed this design. If it doesn't work out into a crop top, I will simply use it as a large patch on some other t-shirt. I will make it work. Another cinema roll shirt, because of course he's my favourite character. This one's just from Primark, boring. I very, very rarely go to Primark, but I did see this collaboration online, and I just wanted to have a little look, and I came out with a couple of pieces. Boing, boing, boing. It's just such a versatile shirt, to be honest, and I can wear it with pretty much any outfit in the summer. Makes life so much easier. This is first of many pieces that you'll see that I got from Mercari Japan using a proxy site. And if you want a tutorial on how to use Bai, the proxy site by the way, I have worked it out and I'm pretty much a master now. So I can do that if you want. Look at the racing stripes. In Mizuhiro Subcull and also in Tenshi Kaiwai, to be honest, the jersey made style is very popular, which is, I mean, it takes elements from maids, but I focus on the jersey bit. Jersey meaning tracksuits. And that comes from the rise in the very popular Japanese star Ano, who is a singer and guitarist. She's really incredible, got a very powerful voice, crazy. She used to be in an idol group called You'll Melt More, which have since disbanded, and she's gone solo with too much success. But she was the Blue member, and she was known for wearing blue tracksuit style clothes. So that's where it originated from, and then in the 2020s it had a revival with the Tenshi Kaiwai sort of rise. It's just so cute. Like I said, it was part of my Mercari haul when I decided to, at the start of this year, completely redo all of my wardrobe basically, and I bought loads of stuff secondhand from Japan. Oh, and it's also got like, it's like elasticated at the end, so you can sort of tighten it to how you want, how cropped you want it. Let it slouch a bit. A slouchy, baggy silhouette is very, very common, and I guess a core part of the style, to an extent, in Tenshi Kaiwai and Mizuhiro Subcull. I debated whether to include this or not, because it does have a lot of different colours, and I don't wear it super often when I'm wearing my blue and white, but this is from Cyberdog, and I have most of their cloud design collection, because I really like, in particular, this sleeve, blue background with the white clouds, my absolute favourite, and you'll see it crop up again. Okay, this is the final crop top for this bunch at least, and this is another design from Primark, but I bought it second-hand this time from Vinted. I was a good boy. I've worn it quite often throughout the summer, and the design has stayed really well, so I'm pretty impressed with that. And this is decent material. This is a decent shirt, and again, super versatile. Goes with pretty much everything, which is a core element of my wardrobe. Honestly, can wear pretty much anything together, and it's gonna work. Next up, t-shirts. I couldn't believe my luck when I found this t-shirt. I found it on Depop, unfortunately, and it's by an artist, but I couldn't find their name. I think I did find it at one point, but they are sort of defunct now. They don't make any work anymore, which is such a shame, because it's a little nurse hamster, and I love it with all my heart. I wear it quite often. It's just a shame with the pink elements, but it's good for a Menhera outfit rather than like a Cybercore or Tenshi. I guess it does kind of lend to Tenshi, because she is an angel as well. Check the wings, check the wings. It's just so cute. If I find the artist in editing, I will put the name in, but I'm really sorry if I can't. This is a cycling shirt that I got on eBay, but check this side pattern. Check this side pattern. It's giving Frutiger Aero vibes. It's giving Frutiger, that's why I bought it. Has this zip at the front? I don't know. Do I look like I'm gonna go cycling or play golf? Or I should style this. I should style this properly at some point in a video or something. This is another like cycling sports top. I found it in the charity shop, It's like a plain light blue. I don't know if you can see the texture. It does have some grey accents, sort of on the back as well. If you just need something versatile, and it's very good to layer accessories with because there's no design or print on the shirt that will distract from the accessories. This is exhausting. Hang on, let me change some things. So these two shirts are from independent creators. Firstly, this pretty boy design. You older Tumblr kids might recognize this design. It was a viral webcomic at the time and is by Omocat, who has gone on to do official collaborations with the Pokemon company, Crazy, and has loads of other designs now. This is a since discontinued design, as they are a pretty big deal. They're pretty sought after in the art world now. They even went on to create their own video game. And then this shirt, which fits pretty much the same, is by Occult Trash, a very good friend of mine. And this is another discontinued design, his Pretty Boy Bunny design. This is also from a viral webcomic that still makes the rounds every few years on Facebook or online somewhere. So I'm very pleased to still own this design. I was so excited to find these two shirts, official Nintendo Wii shirts, on eBay some time ago. These are larger children's size, I believe, but they fit me really well. I'm a very small guy, I'm a small man, so sometimes I really can get away with wearing teenage size clothes. And these are just, they're both so iconic. This grey one is my favourite, of course, because of just all the little Wii Sports icons. It's crazy, I wear these so often, but I'm really worried about the print fading, so I try and take good care of them. This is a shirt you saw me unwrap in my birthday video. It is a blend of two of my favourite things, which is the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team and Japanese language. So it says Toronto Blue Jays. Team shirt. Go Blue Jays. Primark pajama shirt, but you can't tell. It's cute, it's cinema roll, need I say more? This one is mega cute. I like to wear this quite a lot, with these trousers as well. Super blue, goes well together. This is a vintage like cruise shirt or aquarium shirt, I believe. I found it on eBay. At the bottom it says Cape May Point. So if there is a cruise line that goes along there, or if there's an aquarium there, that's probably where it's from. But the swimming dolphins, it's so Frutiger Aqua. So this is why I bought this piece. Really nice to put with other ocean themed accessories. This is another Menhera leaning design that is by a now defunct independent artist, but I do know the name of who made this one. This one is by Marmalade and Peanuts. And it's serotonin. It's a brain with syringes. And I really relate to that. It's how it feels some days, you know? So yeah, again, I found this secondhand. I've had it for a while already, but I was so lucky and I found it secondhand on like Vinted or Depop, somewhere like that. Oh, look at this one though, look at this one, save the best till last. This is another Uniqlo collaboration design with Animal Crossing, with the whale shark. How cute is this? Originally I was thinking of getting rid of this shirt because it's so dark. It is a navy blue though, not an actual black. So, and because of the theme, I just need to learn what to style it with and what to wear it with. Otherwise, it's so cute and it's really on theme, so I have to keep it. I do have to keep it. She's gonna stay. Look on the sleeve, so you've got a print on the sleeve, and then also you can see, don't be looking at my ass, but on the back, we've got a little fishing character. Ooh, so cute, so cute. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to the oversized t-shirts. Okay, so I only have 3, and all 3 are from AC/DC Rag. My favourite J-Fashion shop. Ta-da! This is one I got with some birthday money from my father. It's so cute, and it's got a print on the back as well. Gamer girl. And these are all tailored in one size, and like I said, are made to be super baggy. So you could realistically, I think you could wear this as a t-shirt dress. If you wanted to be a little risque, maybe put a piece of ribbon around the waist if you wanted to. This one is my favorite of all of the 3 that I own. It is the Cyberdive series. with jellyfish that are also like USB cables. Like they've got little, I don't know if you can see, they're like power cables in themselves with another cute Tenshi maid on. Really love this design. And lastly, this one, like a Neko Cyberboy sat at the computer. Super cute. And like all of their oversized t-shirts, the graphic goes all the way around, which I really appreciate. Thank you, AC/DC Rag. Mwah. Give them a big fat kiss. They're always collaborating with some amazing artists and making some really cool designs. Next up, we're going to go through all of the long sleeve t-shirts. We're going to start off strong with one of my favorite long sleeves. It's like a cycling sports shirt. Again, I find a lot of good things in the charity shop sports sections. Honestly, keep your eyes out if you're into cyber fashion. That is the place to look. It just has these little, like, so many different textures. Textures are really cool. The collar, the metal zip, so it's good if you need a bit more air. This is really good for layering or wearing on its own, honestly. Such a must in a cyber wardrobe. You need a shirt like this. And it's another white long sleeve, but this time it's a turtleneck. This is just a plain turtleneck. Again, a really good staple to have in your cyber core wardrobe, especially as we're coming into the colder months now in autumn and winter. Layering up is going to be a lifesaver, especially with like your cool t-shirts that you want to wear. You can just put on a plain long sleeve like this underneath. It keeps you cozy, still elevates the outfit, and if anything, layering can be really effective and actually make you look even cooler. And again, this was just found in a charity shop. Like most of my wardrobe, if I'm not saving up to buy something from Japan, it's usually from the charity shops. Good heavens, I don't know if I'm going to fit through the head. Oh, I have been born again. Okay, I don't know how long this is going to stay in my wardrobe. I actually found this on the street, on the floor, after a night out clubbing, and I was drunk, so I took it home. But it has little cherubs and angels on it, so, and it's like, you know, it's that cloud background, like I said, that I love so much. But it's really rather small. Look away while I take this off. There's a stain right in the middle of this. Maybe you can't see it, maybe you can't see it. I'll put it in the wash straight after this. But this is a cute little Powderpuff Girls, cropped. Again, it's got that sort of ruched. You can tighten it to however you need, and it's cute. Technically, this is a crop top. You could be thinking, why is this not in the crop top section? Well, it's a crop top and it's a long sleeve, and I have less long sleeves than crop tops, so I decided to put it in the long sleeves. Oh, and I'll also show you, I was saying earlier about the cropped version, I also have the long sleeve version of this of this Cyberdog design. I also have the trousers in this design, but I won't show you those today. You do not understand how pleased I am that I own this design. This is from, you guessed it, AC/DC Rag. And this is a really old design now. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 years old. And I found it secondhand on Vinted. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. When I saw it, I was like, I need it immediately. Hang on, check out the back. Check out the sailor collar. Isn't that cute? And you'll see later I actually have the matching shorts. I finally found them like maybe a month or two ago after literal years. I've had this already for a couple of years, so I have been looking for the matching set for so long, and I finally found it. It's part of Menhera-chan, the official character. Menhera-chan's like squad, her friendship group. I believe her name is Subaru-chan. I believe she's the blue one. She's the blue one. There's a pink one and a blue one and a purple one. So of course I want to go for the blue one. The next section is only going to feature 2 items, but it's going to be other, and then we will move on to jackets and jumpers. Dungarees. This is a super light pair of dungarees. Again, it's from that horrible shop, Shein, or its sister store, Romwe, something like that. But I've had these for a very long time as well, as long as all of my other Shein pieces. I tried to stop shopping on there quite a while ago, to be honest. And I just love the cloud design. I needed some cloud print dungarees. I was looking for these for a certain outfit or something ages ago. But I still have them. I still like to wear them. I should have worn them more this summer, but I didn't, which is such a shame. But yes, I'm gonna keep these in my wardrobe as long as I fit into them. Oh my lord, it's kind of see-through. This is from the Artbox Cafe. I'll make this quick. This is from the Artbox Cafe in Brighton. They have a rail of like clothes, but let me show you the best bit. Doesn't really work with all my curls, but it's cinema roll on the hood. Mostly wear this in the house because it looks kind of more like a snuddy or loungewear, to be honest. Oh, this is another one of my favorite pieces. The Tenshi Kaiwai cinema roll t-shirt dress. I got this from Makari, Japan, and I actually found this design on the official Japanese Sanrio website when I was scrolling through all of the collaborations and promotions and merch they have. And as soon as I laid my eyes on it, I fell in love with it. It was released in 2024, I think around springtime, so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to find anything from this design, but I did. I found this t-shirt dress. And it's so cute, and it has a hoodie, has a hood like you saw. Okay, let's talk about how much money I spent, okay? For everything you'll see that I bought from Japan for my wardrobe in this video, all in, honestly, I spent about £200. £200 on everything that I have, but that was over like a period of like 2 or 3 months, and clothes mean a lot to me, and it was, you know, it was something that I could afford at the time. So, one life, live it. Ooh. Okay, moving on, the next section, Disney knees. Moving on, the next section we will cover are jumpers and jackets, and I might not put every single thing on because I'm getting really hot and I need a break. A boom. Overwatch in 2025. It's more likely than you think. I don't actually play it anymore, not gonna lie. Don't really play the game anymore. My brother does. My brother's kind of obsessed with it. But it's a snowflake. It's kind of nerdy, and it's still got that blue and white theme going on, and as well as water elements, you know, we need to be open to accepting frosty, snowy elements because that is water, just in a different form. I think it really works, so I have kept this jumper. It's another piece from Makari, Japan. This is like a 3/4 length jumper, which is different. This is definitely the only sort of thing of its kind that I own. But that's kind of why I bought it. I like that it's different. I like this little Peter Pan collar. I don't usually go for such a dainty thing like this. But it's really sweet, isn't it? I can definitely see myself wearing this in winter a lot more as we come into those colder months, because it's that really nice like pastel aqua. It's really cute, reminds me of the frost. Now check this thing out. This is different with these bell sleeves. I found this in a charity shop, huge hood as well, and bought it because again, it looks really different, definitely gives me winter vibes again, but also like fairy, sort of fairy, winter fairy. I think it's really cute. I need to style it. Again, this takes a little bit of styling because of this sort of unusual cut here. It looks a bit weird with just a t-shirt. But I do feel really adorable in it, I've got to admit. The large sleeves are really doing it for me. Boom, another thing from Makari, Japan. This was a Don Quixote Sanrio range, I believe it was. I think? Don't quote me on that one. But it's super cute, the jersey style, the racing stripes, the color block. This is what I mean when I say color block. And just geometrically a little bit more interesting than your regular t-shirt. I love this sort of thing. Oh, I'm getting warm. Okay, some of the stitching on this hoodie isn't so hot, but that's because I used this as an experiment and as a learning opportunity to learn how to install a zip. So this used to be just a pullover hoodie, but I really wanted it to be a jacket, and let me just rotate these wings. So it was already color blocked like this, which is why I bought it in the first place from Vinted, secondhand. Again, we love it. And then yeah, I installed this zip, and then I put some little wings on the pockets of each sleeve. And I feel like there's some more I could do to it. You know, I could maybe add something on the breast somewhere, or even to the back. But for now, I think it's really cute, and it's especially cozy because it's got a bit of a fur lining, so this is really nice in the cold months. Mercari Japan again. Are you surprised? Wait for it. Check out the back. I'm gonna regret this jump. Look at him. Look at him. So this zip up and the other zip up that I bought from Mercari, I bought as a set with matching trousers. So you'll see them in just a few minutes. Again, I think this was a Don Quixote collaboration. Not 100%, again, don't quote me again, please. I'm doing my best out here. But I'm pretty sure it was made to be one size, so although it looks massive, this is just how it is. And again, a sort of staple silhouette in the Tenshi Kaiwai Mizuedo subcul style. I really like them. I wear them all the time. I honestly wear them all the time. I really like these jackets so much. This time we have another design from AC/DC Rag. This has racing stripes. Racing stripes, one of my other favorite motifs, gives me that cyber vibe every time. And a little pill pot. Look at that little embroidery. It's embroidered really nicely. There's also a blood bag version of this jacket, but I relate to the pill pot more. I'm more of a medicated than hospital stay kind of disabled. And again, made to be really baggy and loose fit. Super comfy. Alright, so this jacket I've thrifted once again on Vinted for literally just a couple of pounds actually. There was a small hole in the sleeve, but that was super easy to patch up. I'm handy with an embroidery and needle. Embroidery and needle? No one fucking says that. I'm handy with a needle and thread is what I meant to say. And then I modified it. So this was the Adidas brand and the logo was here. I just covered it up with a patch. Bought a patch from AliExpress and sewed it over. I don't mind the brand logo, but it was just like so open and there, you know? I've got to make it cuter somehow. And then I also sewed, let me show you. So I also sewed 2 ribbon loops either side of the sleeve, and then just created an acrylic chain with a lobster clasp and put that around each wrist. This one needs restitching. And there's also a patch on this wrist as well. Something I really like about Mizuedo and some Tenshi Kaiwai stuff to an extent as well, it's pretty easy to DIY your own things. We just need to get a little bit more creative. Come on people, I want to see you attaching ribbons. I want to see you attaching lace, buying those supplies, that fabric glue, sitting there for 3 hours with your needle and thread, unpicking and restitching. We can do this. We can make it DIY. And that element, you know, is especially useful to people who can't afford to buy £200 worth of clothes from Mercari Japan, you know? That brings us to the end of the top section, so now we're going to look at bottoms. We'll start off with the shorts, and then we'll look at all of the trousers. I lied, I'm going to show you some leggings first. So this print is a really old design from Lucy Locket Loves before they switched materials. So this is mostly like a soft cotton. And I don't know if you can see, it's all little ghosts. Little ghosts, so nice for the spooky season. And then we've got this pair covered in milk bottles. This I found secondhand again in a charity shop. It's by the brand Cuckoo Bird. I'm guessing they're another sort of indie creator like Lucy Locket Loves. But again, mostly like cotton and very soft material. Goes well under a pair of shorts if you need like an extra layer for warmth. And then we have this pair, which is more of a cybercore kind of vibe, by the sports brand Fila, I don't know how you pronounce it. But again, nice for an extra layer when you want to cover up a bit more. So starting off with these shorts from AC/DC Rag. These match, you probably noticed, these match the hoodie that I have with the pill bottle. These again have racing stripes and then some embroidery on the leg there. It's really cute. It's a little heart with safety pins. So this goes together really well as a set. I really like these. And then we have this pair. This is again another thing from Mercari Japan. So this is one of the shorts that I was saying I got like as a matching set with the jacket. So this makes a nice setup, and where is it? Can you see the embroidery? Let me change the camera angle. So it has cinnamon roll and milk on the corner in light blue, and then on the sides as well it actually says cinnamon roll down the sides of each. So that's super fun. Then we have these shorts. These are the matching shorts to the AC/DC Rag Subaru Chan Menhera-chan collaboration. And you can see it's like, I think they're apples or cherries, not entirely sure, in a glossy blue, and then covered in pill bottles as well. So I found these recently on Vinted, secondhand, and I was ecstatic. I was so pleased when I finally found them. This is the only kind of skirt that I own at the moment, really. But check it out. So it's like a tennis skirt, right? That blue crescent, and it's got like a little silver, a little silver logo on there as well. And it has safety shorts, so it's all good. I mean, in my day we just called it a skirt, but these days it's just built-in safety shorts in a skirt. But whatever you want to call it, I just think it's really cool. I haven't had the opportunity to wear it yet because I get a bit nervous about how I feel and how I look in a skirt.
Everyone say, don't be bashful, Lorix.
But I will find a way to style it one day, I'm sure. Because this is just too cute. It's too cute to not use. Okay, next up, another charity shop find. This is just a pair of Nike, in fact, it's swim shorts. It's a pair of swim shorts. But I really like this sort of, I believe it's called canvas material, and they're nice and light and breathable and plain, so very versatile with a lot of outfits. And it just has the little, is that Nike, the tick? Has the little logo there. I always prefer an elasticated waist. You'll probably notice I don't have many bottoms at all that use buttons and zippers because I find them kind of difficult to undo with the multitude of disabilities that I have. It just means my fingers aren't as good as they should be. So I choose elasticated waists specifically for that reason. And it's just much comfier this way as well. And another pair of swim shorts from the charity shops. These ones have these really cool stripes, the racing stripes, and then the little Adidas logo there. Don't care about that. I mostly got it for these racing stripes because it's totally the vibes of a lot of the Japanese J-fashion things that I've bought at like a fraction of the cost because it's from the charity shop and it's just boring mainstream clothes for everyone else. We know what we're doing. We see the potential. This is the last one for the shorts. Another pair from AC/DC Rag. These are really large in the leg. I don't know quite how to describe this style, but if you put your feet together, it kind of looks like you're wearing a skirt. It's quite androgynous in an unusual way. They're little Game Boy pockets. That's a really cool detail. And again, we've got the stripes. If you want to do like a Mizuhiro subculture, you just need to look for secondhand sports clothes in the right colors, honestly. And saying that, I feel like I'm about to get a lot more competition on Vinted. Peep also the embroidery. It's got AC/DC Rag, got the brand name on it as well. I appreciate that they do a lot of embroidered details over like, printed, that sort of cracked print that doesn't last very long. So I like that they make a full effort with the embroidery. Next we can move on to trousers. Okay, starting off with another pair that matches one of the jackets I showed earlier. You can see the grey, the same shade of blue, and can you see, it says cinema roll right on the edge. So these again are from Makari, Japan. Again, elasticated waist, just makes my life as a disabled person that much a little bit easier. Next we've got this plain blue, but it has like extra pockets. These were found in a charity shop. My mum found them in the charity shop for me, bought them for me. Love you, mummy, my lovely mummy. And I don't know if you can tell, there's sort of like a sheen to them. They're almost metallic, but they're so cute. They're really comfy, as you can imagine. And these are real pockets as well. You can put your phone in them. They do function, as well as having pockets on the side. Incredible. So many pockets on these trousers. I love them. The brand on the back says Cherry Cocoa, if that helps anyone if they're looking for these. Don't look, I'm changing. Next up, another pair from Japan, Makari Japan, part of my big haul that I did earlier this year. But this also features milk and cinema roll in light blue embroidery. So that's super cute. The only thing, if you're gonna start wearing a lot of white clothes, do note that your underwear will start to show through. So if you can, get skin tone underwear, matches your skin tone, that's absolutely fine. That's the best you can do. I couldn't do that. It's hard to find skin tone boxers. So guys or boxer preferers, get white boxers, because then it just kind of looks like little shorts underneath. People will know that they're your boxer. Who cares? Who cares about this? Stop talking. This next pair, here we go. These are, unfortunately, from Shein. Boo Shein. I apologise. It was, again, those many years ago when I used to shop there. I don't buy clothes from there anymore. Also have, it's what gave me the inspiration to modify that hoodie that I have, the wings on the pockets. And as well as that, they also have this, they also have this like trailing ribbon, which I really like as an accent. It was also on that cinema roll t-shirt dress on those pockets, longer ribbons. Consider that if you're DIYing clothes. Add like these little buckles and like nylon rope or ribbon. Add things like this to your clothes. I think that's really cool. We're gonna break the pattern for a moment and add a splash of pink in here because I couldn't not show these trousers off, especially after what I paid for them. Jesus Christ. But these are from AC/DC Rag, once more. And this was, I think, one of the very first things I bought from them. So it was even before I settled on this blue and white lifestyle. But check out canvas straps with little rivulets in, and then a detachable pink acrylic chain that attaches to your ankle. So you can take it off for washing. But as well as that, mesh on the pockets, whilst the pockets themselves are like reinforced, so you can't see what's in your pockets, they won't fall out. And, let me get my balance. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That was terrible. Gloomy, can you see Gloomy Bear on the pocket? So this is one of the official, I think the first official Gloomy Bear collaboration that AC/DC Rag did a year or a couple years ago. Oh, that's a nice lunch. But super cute. I really like these. I don't wear these as often as I used to, but I should. I need to start wearing these more. Very satisfying sound when you're walking as well. And then these are also made by AC/DC Rag. This is another part of the Cyber Dive collection, the more recent one that came out. And I love it so much. Hang on, I've got to show you some of these details, right? So on these top pockets, which of course are real pockets, we've got a little bit of light blue gauze, which is super cute and adds to that floaty jellyfish vibe. Functional pockets here as well. Then on the pockets that are a little lower, whoa, we've again got that strap that I love. Just looks, it's giving industrial, you know, that sort of tech wear almost in a very subtle way. And then the pocket, we've got this little cyber jellyfish thing. And then you've seen already, but this has got like cyber sigilism, embroidery on both sides, really nice quality embroidery, and these, so they zip off and become shorts. They zip all the way around, so they're perfect as a really versatile piece in your wardrobe. So if you are just getting into this sort of style and you have limited money, I would totally invest in a pair of these because you can wear them as shorts or trousers depending on the season and depending on your vibe. So these are incredible. And then they're also elasticated at the bottom, so if you need them to be a bit tighter, you can have them so. And finally, we have these. These are iconic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these are from a now defunct 90s, I think 80s and 90s rave brand called Cryonic Angel. And these are just a tad small for me. Maybe just one size, half a size too small. But I don't care. I had to have them. Look at them. They've got a really low crotch. That's the only problem. So you have to wear them literally just on your hips. They're meant to be low-waisted and worn like this. So I apologize for the boxes showing. But they've got these flared bottoms and like all these zips. So the zips unzip. They come all the way up so you can, I don't know, have some leg air. We've also got some embroidered elements and just all of it. Look at it. It's so cool. They're so freaking cool. So, yeah, keep an eye out for Cryonic Angel items, but be warned, really expensive. But what you do with your money is your choice, just like what I have done with my money, which is build this wardrobe that you have seen here. Let me show you the leg warmer designs I have real quick. So in terms of leg warmers, I have two AC/DC rag designs. So we've got the Pixel Wing, and then these I think were from the Evangelion Ray collaboration, but these have like a little metal heart on top as well, and then text, and again those sort of racer stripes. I really like these ones. And lastly, we've got these Hatsune Miku and Cinema Roll collab. So it has, again, the racing stripes and a little bow, and you'd wear it like this way around, have that on the outside of your leg. And that's it in terms of leg warmers right now. I need to get some more. I need to learn how to sew my own leg warmers. I have tried a few times before, but it's more difficult than I thought it would be. But anyway, that's my entire blue and white Mizuhiro closet. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope this has inspired you to maybe start your own, DIY your own things, and give you some ideas on where to look. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!